And we are live, guys. Welcome to yet another live session from Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling, and today I want to talk to you about you being depressed. And here is why. Alright, so keep listening to the video and perhaps your mindset will change. Because that's really all that's happening if you think about it. It's simply your mindset. You're thinking negatively about the past instead of thinking positively about the future. If you thought positively about the future, you wouldn't be depressed. You're thinking about the past. Now, if we go back to blame and responsibility, I've spoken about this before. When you blame someone or something, you are making them the leader. You're basically saying that I cannot change. Will you please change for me so that my circumstances will change? Now that mindset will never solve your problems because you're giving up your leadership to someone else. You're giving them the power and hoping that things will change. Now, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and getting the same results. But you have to change things up a bit. You have to start taking responsibility for your actions and also for your past, because then you can take responsibility for your future. So let's say now that you're saying that you're depressed. Fantastic. Now think about the past for a second. The reason why you're depressed is because you're thinking about the bad results that you've had in the past, or because you've taken shortcuts that have hurt others in the process and you're hoping that you won't be discovered. That's making you depressed because you're not open, you're not integral with yourself, you're not integral with the world. Or you simply do not like the results that have been created so far. Maybe you are taking responsibility and saying that I suck. I can't get out of my hole. My relationships are difficult. My finances, I can never get out of debt. My health, it sucks. I have no health. Or I have this problem and this problem. You're thinking about the past results of what has happened, the results that you're having right now in the present, and it's depressing, to say the least. If you're gonna change all of that, because you want change, you don't want to be depressed. Who wants to be depressed? You want change, and the way to get out of it, number one, is to change how you think about the past. Because it's kind of difficult to get rid of the past if there's debt involved. Debt can be finances, debt can be relationships that are broken, and debts can be the fact that maybe you're overweight or you have issues with your health that have become the cause or it has become your present because of your actions in the past. So all of these things are making your life suck right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fantastic. You are now changing the way you think about your past. Now, instead of looking at your results and looking at the way your life is right now, instead think about why you're grateful. You have to find positive aspects for everything that's negative in your life. So I would take a piece of paper and a pen and write down why. Let's say you write down why you're miserable. Write it down. That's fine. And then next to it, I want you to write down why this is something fantastic. Why is this great? Because your mind will start looking for solutions. You're asking the right questions. And what's going to happen is that you're going to redirect your focus from the past to the future. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to write down the reason why your relationships suck and why you're grateful for it is because, you know what, in the future, I will have a relationship that is beautiful. This kind of relationship is what I want, what I want, what I want. What you're ending up happening is that you're creating goals and dreams for yourself. You're creating reasons to get off your butt and do something. Does that make sense? You're changing your circumstances with a pen and a paper, changing your mindset from blaming the past to taking responsibility for your future and becoming positive about what has happened to you so that you can be positive about the future. Everyone can improve. Everyone. And everyone can do one small little thing every single day to improve their life. That's why action exists. So that we actually improve circumstances and create our future. Now, if you are basically telling yourself that I can't do it, there's no way I can do it. That's something that you believe. That's your mind telling you something. That's self-talk. But in order to get out of the rut, create that grateful list about what's happened in the past and the results you have right now so that you can, that's the positive list of things that you know you can improve. And pick 1 or 3 of them. And what I recommend that you do is you focus on others. You focus on the big picture. Instead of just focusing on yourself. You're so small compared to the whole world population. Why are you thinking about yourself? Why are you thinking about your problems? Why? It's not helping anyone. Okay? You have to look at the solutions. You have to look at what you could do if you had the money, if you had the time, if you had the relationship, and if you had the health. You would want others to have that same joy. And that's what we're talking about. Creating goals so that you can actually make a change, make a difference, and help others. Once you get that focus, then your mind goes into positive mode, into solution mode. You get what you focus on. And if you still struggle after everything I've said right now, I would focus on finding someone. This should be part of your process anyway, but find someone who has what you want. And ask them, man, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this. And I'm vulnerable. This is what's happening. Will you help me? Can you push me in the right direction? What's the 3 things that you think I should do right now? I'll do it. No matter what it is. Just tell me, because I want to be grateful for my past. I want to be grateful for everything that I'm learning from it and the growth process that I'm getting from it. Can you help me? I want to get a better future. I want to live like you. Can you do that? Can you be grateful? Can you focus on others in terms of helping them, but also receiving help from them? That's a critical part of everything. Okay? Getting help from others is so critical. No, we want to do it ourselves. I can promise you, everyone who's successful in life today did not get there by themselves. Not at all. Ever do they get there by themselves. They're not self-made. They're created together as a team. The people around them. This is the time for you to make a change in your life and to start looking positively about the future and being grateful for your past, no matter what has happened. You can make that change. You have the tools. You have everything that's necessary. And I'm excited to help you out if you want my help. This is the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling, and I'll see you again tomorrow.